Alright, let's go into CSEC requisitions and see what new stuff he's got.
Hello, Commander.
I need
Show me what you've got.
supplies.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake.
Nope, I'm a
System's telling me to
Spectre.
offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
No
Just
problem.
show me what you've got.
Yeah, just show me what
I'll
you
open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
The rare stocks. A Stinger 6 pistol. I mean, this stuff is like too expensive. Limited. Elden Labs. Devlon Industries. Elena's Risk Control. Guardian 3. Hydra. Yo, what is this box? From the Elcross Combine. It's a bolus manufacturer. Alright. 8 Alden Labs, Risk Control, Elcross Combine. It's something of what? Can I buy anything? Yes, I can buy these two. I can buy a Solaris Amp 3 and an Edge 3. There's a pistol. I mean, I don't care. No, get out of here. This is C-Rap. Well, let's use rapid transit. No, I'd rather not. We'll just go the long way. If you don't want to miss any convos that might happen, conversations. It doesn't really take that long. I mean,
In breaking news, Chairman
See?
Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists. The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
see, we got a new mission. Just so because we didn't use the fast travel system, and instead actually used the elevator to get our news. I think we're almost there. I think. Maybe. Oh, yep, here we are. All right. Let's head into talk to Captain Anderson. That'll be. I believe we're getting our own ship now. It does make sense. Oh well, do you know? You know everything, right?
Is there something else I can help you with, Commander?
Oh well.
I should be going now.
You
Have a
don't know
pleasant day.
everything. I'm a Spectre now, by the way. You didn't know that, but I do. Alright, into the human. Excuse me. Oh god, the I have to talk to Avina. Meet him at the Alliance docking bay assembly. Wow. Alright. I mean, I was just there. Not that I'm complaining or anything. Avina, what do you have to say to me? Why is there an X over your head?
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. There are many points of interest here, including the Citadel embassies and CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Spectre.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term in this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using a V.
Why is there an X over? An X is... Oh, it's just a point of interest.
Please
So-
enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Yeah. I'm just going up and down elevators now. Open up. See, why doesn't it travel that fast when we are in it? Maybe it might kill us if it does that. That is possible. Entirely possible. Hostage. Fanatic biotics in the Hades Gamma Cluster have kidnapped the chairman of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies and are holed up in a derelict freighter. Alright. fine.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another profile in courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life protecting the colonists of Eden Prime.
Yep, and now
For
she's
more
being
profiles in courage or to explore opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance military on the extranet. Keyword, courage.
Well, she's being studied and her body is gonna be released after a year. So, I don't know how much... I mean, that was the right thing to do, right? She can save more lives. She could, you know, be the key.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with L-Corps cast members.
L-Corps Hamlet.
The production will open dramatic theater to the L-Corps with a Hamlet who uses L-Corps body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
We've heard this before. I think it's funny. Anyway, so I guess, yeah, we can't open this are like blast doors or something on this side, whatever. But we're heading out. This is where I think we will leave now. The Presidium. It's been fun. No, the Citadel, yeah. It's been fun, but it's time to say goodbye. Alright, Captain Anderson and Ambassador Ugina.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
Did he force you to do it?
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
Forced retirement?
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
There's more to this.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, sir.
Yep, there you go.
They were considering me for the Spectres.
You should have told me.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Well, you can count on me.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria.
Okay,
Maybe
we
you
know
can figure
about
out where
both
the
of
conduit
those.
is before he does.
And what about the Reapers?
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Count on me.
I'll stop him.
Hell yeah.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
I'm going to Noveria. I'll start there. I'll start with Pharos. Oh, so I get to choose where I go. Okay. I think I'll start with the daughter. Yeah, I'll start with the daughter, and then I'll go to the other planets.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess, and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll be careful.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Alright. More Paragon points? Captain
Yes,
Anderson.
Commander?
Are you okay?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Okay, well, it's pretty sad. Can I just hire him to come with me?
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20
You know.
years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance.
Same thing.
Just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Why hide this?
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
What happened?
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
And something went wrong.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Was anyone hurt?
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived.
All right, well, we can
There was
kill
a
him
camp for the workers and their families nearby.
now. Great.
Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Why did you get blamed?
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
I guess he's a Spectre.
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Well, I mean, it wasn't your fault.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren.
Oh, that's good.
I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Well, that's not fair.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
It wasn't
Don't
your
blame
fault.
yourself, Captain.
Oh, well.
I don't. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans
This
out of the
doesn't
Spectres.
matter.
If so, he pulled it off.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
Yeah.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Okay, investigate. What about Pharos?
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant
Okay,
Prothean
yeah, we
city.
read about this.
Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
Okay, what about Novinia?
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria.
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research.
Yep.
Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
Okay, and what about the Artemis Tau?
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Alright, well, goodbye.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
You sure will. Codex, and I got an achievement. Okay, so what are these achievements that keep popping up? Anyway, Codex. Non-council
In the early
races.
2160s,
Aryans.
the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skillian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space.
So they basically are jealous. Well,
The
they were
Volus
developing it
are a
before
member
us,
species of the
whatever.
Pharos is.
Uncharted
There are
world.
between 200 and 400 billion stars in the galaxy, and less than 1% of them have ever been visited or had their systems properly surveyed. Humanity's early expansion into the Attican Traverse was haphazard, a desperate race to claim habitable planets where populations can be economically settled. Ignored in the wake of this land grab were thousands of less hospitable worlds, each potentially rich with industrial resources. The wealth of entire solar systems lies untapped, waiting for corporate survey teams or independent pioneers to discover and exploit them. However, this is not an easy task. In addition to the environmental hazards, the fact that uncharted worlds are largely ignored makes them popular bases for criminals, revolutionaries, cults, and others who wish to remain unnoticed by galactic society.
Okay. Well, we're going to one of those places soon. Maybe not now, but soon. Gets attack in Pharos, gets interest in Norvina, and find the daughter of the other person. Okay, so this is my ship now. What do you gotta say?
You always see a few civilians hanging around the academy waiting to speak to an officer about something problem.
Welcome to the Normandy. Enter
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
I'm ready.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
I need to be honest with them. Let's keep this short. Let's be honest with them, right?
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
Humanity must do its part. Eden Prime was just a start. Nobody's gonna help us. Humanity, Eden Prime was just a start.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
Humanity must do its part.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Even though not all of us are humans. Saren will be ready for us.
Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
We must not fail.
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
I won't let him down.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
Yep, I got some Paragon points for that. Look at that. This guy's getting there. Hello, Joker.
Commander, something you need?
Ship status report, please.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I just want to talk.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What disease?
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
How do you get your nickname?
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
That's no yeah, right.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Were you unhappy?
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
Okay, well, tell me about your disease.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
How do you do the job?
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
Let's change
I'm not
topics.
trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
Whatever you want, Commander.
So, yeah.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Codex. About the disease?
The Normandy is a
the-
prototype starship developed by the Human Systems Alliance with the assistance of the Citadel Council. It is optimized for scouting and reconnaissance missions in unstable regions using state-of-the-art stealth technology. For most ships, the heat generated through standard operations is easily detectable against the absolute zero background of space. The Normandy, however, is able to temporarily sink this heat within the hull. Combined with refrigeration of the exterior hull, the ship can travel undetected for hours or drift passively for days of covert observation. This is not without risk. The stored heat must eventually be radiated, or it will build to levels capable of cooking the crew alive. Another component of the stealth system is the Normandy's revolutionary Tantalus drive, a Mass Effect core twice the standard size. The Tantalus drive generates mass concentrations that the Normandy falls into, allowing it to move without the use of heat-emitting thrusters.
So it's got no heat-emitting thrusters and it can sink all the heat into its own hull. Okay. Makes it probably hotter. But sure. Alright, so let us continue on. Or we can just leave. Alright, well, no. We have to talk to our crew. I still don't know why this entire line exists. It's like a battle line or something. So I can talk to Navigator Presley. Hello, Navigator. I said hello. I can't talk to. Okay. So now they will salute me, yeah. I am the commander now. I'm the captain now. Okay, well, can't go anywhere here. And nothing over here. Navigator, let me talk to you. Can I only move? No, I opened the door. Alright. we'll just check this downstairs area first. What is even that, dude? And where does this go? Same place? Oh, same place, different side. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so we have an elevator here. And this is the like break room. Alright. And this goes into the Medigel. This is like the medic's place? Yeah, Dr. Shokus.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Personal questions.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. I wanted to travel, but humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy.
I should go.
Goodbye,
You've
Commander.
spoken to her. Nothing new here. Okay. Keep going. This is a storage room. Nothing here. Alright. Okay, what about here? Here's Caden. And this is like some living personal manual. Okay, codex. Military ranks. The Alliance uses a modified version of the ranking system that has been used for hundreds of years. Soldiers are classified into rank and file enlisted personnel, experienced non-commissioned officers, NCOs, and specially trained officers. The divide between naval personnel and ground forces, Marines, is small. Ground units are a specialized branch of the fleet, just as fighter squadrons are. This unity of command is imposed by the futility of fighting without control of orbit. Without the Navy, any army is pointless. The Marines, as a matter of pride, maintain some of their traditional rank titles. For example, Marines have privates and corporals instead of servicemen. In ascending order of responsibility, the ranks of the Alliance are enlisted. Servicemen 3rd class, private 2nd class, servicemen 2nd class. Okay, these are private 1st class, corporal, and so. Okay, so this is the Navy, and this is the Marines. Okay, NCOs: service chief, gunnery chief, operations chief. Officers: 2nd lieutenant, 1st lieutenant, staff lieutenant, lieutenant commander, staff commander, captain or major, rear admiral or general, admiral, and fleet admiral. Okay, it's the ranking system. So we are now we're not part of the system anymore, are we? We are just straight up. We are a Spectre. We don't follow any of that. We're above that. Caden. What's up? Why so dramatic?
Anything you need, Commander?
Looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Okay, what about a tactical appraisal?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Alright.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Okay, so well, I don't have you on my squad anymore, so don't worry too much. We already looted this thing. A sleeper pod. Okay, new information. Ships and vehicles. Is it this one? Yeah. Starships. Crew considerations. Cabins give each individual 10 cubic meters of space. On larger vessels, private rooms are common. As ships get smaller, the number of crew packed into a single wardroom increases. Asari prefers shared spaces even on larger vessels, while Krogan territorial instincts make it impossible for them to cohabitate even on the smallest ships. On smaller vessels, hot bunking is the norm. Crew members assigned to different watches share the same bunk. When one gets off duty, he wakes up the person in the bunk. While that crewman is on duty, the first gets his rack time. Wow, I would not like that at all. Spacecraft compartments can be isolated by airtight doors in case of decompression. The cinematic version of explosion decompression is friction. Hold compartments either take enough damage that the occupants are killed instantly or leak slowly enough that they are able to reach protective gear. Compartments are equipped with emergency life support apparatus, fireproof plastic bubbles, with air bottles. Small when stored, ELSA comfortably accommodate one individual inflated. So you just get into the bubble. Okay. Damage control procedures cuts off ventilation to burning compartments. Without oxygen to consume, fires die in seconds. The compartment is repressurized afterwards for crew recovery. Mass effect fields create an artificial gravity (agrav) plane below the decks, preventing muscle atrophy and bone loss in 0G. Large vessels arrange their decks perpendicular to their thrust axis. The highest decks are at the bow and the lowest are at the engines. This allows agrav to work with the inertial effects of thrust. Ships that can land arrange their decks laterally so the crew can move about while the vessel is on the ground. Warships normally turn off their agrav systems during combat, reducing the heat generated by systems and increasing combat endurance. To provide a point of reference for navigating in 0G, floors are painted a different color from the walls and ceilings. Okay. Is that the case here? Yeah, floors are white. I guess it is slightly different. Although not that different. Someone could get confused, man. And do something, I don't know, weird. Where are all my alien friends, by the way? I don't see any of them. They hidden away somewhere from me? Well, whatever. Let us now open up the door. Thank you. And let us once more try to talk to this guy. Oh. The Codex.
The Citadel space is an unofficial term referring to any region of space controlled by a species that acknowledges the authority of the Citadel Council. At first glance, it appears this territory encompasses most of the galaxy. In reality, however, less than 1% of the stars have been explored. Even Mass Effect FTL drive is slow relative to the volume of the galaxy. Empty space and systems without suitable drive discharge sites are barriers to exploration. Only the mass relays allow ships to jump hundreds of light years in an instant, the key to expanding across an otherwise impassable galaxy. Whenever a new relay is activated, the destination system is rapidly developed. From that hub, FTL drive is used to expand to nearby star clusters. The result is a number of densely developed clusters, thinly spread across the vast expanse of space, connected by the mass relay network.
Really, we haven't explored much of anything. Hey, Presley. Oh, there you go. I can talk to him now.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
They're on our side.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
He was killed. What do you mean? You doubt my decisions?
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Aliens on the ship.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Never turn away help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
What about a personal question?
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
And now you're here?
How did you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Okay. Alright, goodbye.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
I got 2 Paragat and 2 Renegade. Alright. Humanity and Systems Alliance. Human diplomatic relations. Humanity has encountered many galactic species. Wars have been few, but mistrust is rife. Politically, the Alliance is a peaceful trade partner of the Turians. As a practical matter, however, there is simmering antagonism and bigotry between both populations over the First Contact War of 2157. The Alliance enjoys good relations with the Asari, though many privately believe the matriarchs are aristocratic and overcautious. The humans know better than to unconditionally trust any Solarian. Their shared, reckless ways make them natural allies against the conservative Turians and Asari. The Krogan have no unified government, but individuals are generally treated as potential criminals, a reputation most Krogan enjoy living down to. The Alliance has no formal contact with the Quarians. Their migrant fleet has not yet passed through any human-settled system. The Batarians are rivals for control of the Skilian Verge. They severed their treaties with the Citadel to prosecute a colonial conflict against the Alliance. Officially, there is no war, but neither is there any peace. Alright. That is humanity's place in the world. Okay, now let's have a look at the space map, shall we? Or the galaxy map, I'm sorry. Oh, here we go. Right click to zoom out, left click to zoom in. Select a destination and scan or land on a planet. Okay. Supposedly constructed by the long-extinct Protheans, this colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation and is a comfortable 1.02 standard Gs on the Ward and a light 0.3 standard Gs on the Presidium ring. Total length open, 44.7, diameter open, population 13.2 million. Okay, zoom out. Whoa. So here's the Citadel. And then we can zoom out again. So the Serpent Nebula. Okay, wow. Okay, that's a lot of places. Gemini Stigma, Hades Gamma, Artemis Tau, Pinnacle Station, Pharos, Novaria, Asteroid. This is the Milky Way, and I'm out. Okay, let's have a look at our journal then. And assignments, hostage, Hades Gamma, privateers, Horsehead Nebula Cluster, Garrett's brother. Unusual readings in the Argos Row Cluster. Strange transmission discussing some sort of bionic commune in the Century system, in the Hawking Eta cluster. Hades Gamma. So there's two in the Hades Gamma, Hawking Eta. Let's open it up again for a second. So yeah, here's the Citadel. Then we go back. This is our nebula. And this is the Milky Way. Okay. What's over there? Hawking Eta, Kepler Verge, Armstrong Nebula, Vatican Beta, Voyager Cluster, Hades Gamma, Artemis Tau, Exodus, Horsehead, Argus Row, Kepler. You know what? Let's hit this one. It's pretty far. Hawking Eta. Sure. And there is Century. Yes. Okay, how does this work? Get released from the clamps. The Normandy is off. On to our first mission. First side mission. You can big old gun.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
Shepard. This is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you.
Of course.
An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
Okay.
I'll look into it.
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared.
Well, that's
we
bad.
believe Kyle and his followers killed them.
Great.
That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
Okay, what about Kyle's followers?
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with.
Okay, so
Many
he's not a
biotics
biotic.
feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
Okay, what about the missing Alliance officers?
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed them.
And what about Major Kyle himself?
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge in early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
Maybe I can try... Maybe I can reason with him.
I might be able to end this without violence.
You served with him. He might listen to you.
I did?
He's already killed 2 Alliance representatives. I trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
Alright. So we got Tarapo, Unknown, Klingon, Consantra. Okay, and this is the sun. Can I go to the sun? No. Tamara, Sanctuary. Okay. So journal and more Paragon. Done on the mission, right? Yeah. Major Kyle. Find the commune. Head to the Century system in the Hawking Eta cluster. Investigate the strange biotic commune. I can just do it now. And investigate Major Kyle and his biotic followers. So what else do we have? We have a hostage. No, this is Hades Gamma. Hades Gamma. A man named Get. This is the Strenus system. The Horus Head Nebula. Okay. And unusual readings is in the Hydra system in the Argus Rho cluster. So I was going for this anyway. Yeah. Century system, yes. I gotta find Major Kyle's compound. Okay, well. I guess we'll just head into this place then. Tamara. Tamara has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is icy and composed of sodium oxide with deposits of calcium. It contains a few unremarkable metals but mainly consists of rock. The presence of canyons and floodplains indicate that liquid water once existed, suggesting Tamara had a thicker insulating atmosphere in the past. Orbital period 1.4 Earth years, radius 6,300 kilometers, day length 40.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.34, surface temperature minus 30 Celsius, gravity 0.66. Can I land? Can I land there? What about this gas giant, Tarapo? Tarapo is a typical... Oh, I can serve it. Nice. Typical hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in its atmosphere. It has over 100 moons and an extensive ring system composed of pulverized rock, presumably the debris from shattered moons. Orbital period 128.2 Earth years, radius 68,712 kilometers, day length 17.5 Earth. So it rotates pretty fast, but orbits very slow. Okay, well, we will be doing stuff with this in the next episode. See you then.